My name is Marilyn King. I am an Olympic pentathlete, and I am here to talk about Olga Fikotová-Connolly. I have seen and met amazing people in my life, and seeing someone who had reached the pinnacle in my sport take her activism and put it right out there for all to see, it's better than a gold medal. What could be a greater thing to aspire to than to have a contribution to make to accelerating peace on the planet? My name is Marilyn King. I am an Olympic pentathlete, and I am here to talk about Olga Fikotová-Connolly. She was a good athlete. She played basketball and handball, and then her coach noticed she could be a great discus thrower. So in 1954, she took up the discus. And 2 years later, at the 1956 Olympic Games in Melbourne, she won the gold medal. She beat everyone in the world after only competing in the event for 2 years. What was fun about that is she was the only Czechoslovakian to win a gold medal at that Olympic Games, so she became a superstar. But while she's at the Games, she meets Connelly, who won the gold medal in the hammer throw from the United States. Despite the big differences in the political systems between the United States and Czechoslovakia, what they realized that they had underlying values that were the same, and they became real friends and actually fell in love. So it was only a year later that Hal went to Czechoslovakia. They had to get a special permission because you weren't allowed to marry someone from out of the country. And it was actually thanks to the president of the country, who of course wanted to grant something to the gold medalist. But while they wanted to keep it quiet, the word got out, and there were like 25 to 30,000 people in the square right outside where they were getting married. So it turned out to be this just really incredible event. So they come back to the United States and they start their family, but she continues to want to train and be in the Olympics. She had won the gold medal in the previous games, and she wanted to compete for Czechoslovakia. The Czechoslovakian Olympic team was very upset that she had married an American and that she had moved to the United States. So they did not allow her to compete for the Czechoslovakian team. So she became an American citizen because of her wedding, and then she was in the 1972 Olympics for the American team, which is where I met her. The 1972 Olympic Games were my first Olympic Games. I was there wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, and there was Olga Connolly. She took all of her visibility and all of her credibility, and she put it into something that matters. She created a petition, and almost the entire American Olympic team across all sports signed this petition asking President Nixon to stop the bombing in Vietnam for the duration of the Olympic Games, in the spirit of the ancient games. So Olga gets all of these teams, and this petition gets sent to the White House, and it is never acknowledged in the press in the United States. It is never acknowledged by the White House. So this was really a wake-up call for me. You know, here's a gold medalist, multi-time Olympian, and she cannot get press. If you want to get something done, do it now. So Elena Petrushkova and I created the Peace Team in the spirit of the ancient games, encouraging people to learn to think like Olympic athletes about peace and envision your gold. What does peace look like to you? And what are you doing today, like a daily practice? That's what athletes do. They envision the gold and they have a daily practice. So I encourage people, begin your day the Olympian way, envision our gold, a world at peace, and see what you can do today to help be part of that team. Just shortly before this filming, Olga passed away. And yeah, I carry Olga in my heart. She is with me. She is with me. She is like wind beneath my wings.